take two, and I'm going to do it a lot quicker and much more concise this time, because last one was like 15 minutes long. You didn't see any of this, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. Anyway, tonight's video is all about smart tech and smart home and all that jazz. So it's going to be just a sort of rambling load of rubbish that comes out spewed out of my head. I've got some little notes on here, so I will be occasionally looking down to go like that. I normally have a laptop in front of me, so you don't see that, but it's here. And it's not charged, so we're leaving that. So basically, it's more about smart homes, this one. And basically we're at a turning point for the smart home at the minute. So far, when people think about smart homes, it's not really been smart. What it's actually been is remote controlled. Like those remote controls you can get for plug sockets and things, which is an actual remote control. But they've made them slightly cleverer, and they've worked on Wi-Fi with an app on a phone, but you still have to turn them on or off. Or they've had a timer or something like that. They've not really been smart. They've not been intuitive. Been able to link in with something else so that a human doesn't have to actually interact with. So, like, a proper home automation is actually the house you're in, or the environment you're in, automating things to fit you and what you're doing. Which sounds a bit sci-fi, but is actually it's here now, and to some extent it's here now anyway, and over the next couple of years it is going to arrive, and it's going to arrive big. I mean, two of the biggest companies in the world are betting very big on it. And with the increased sophistication of like virtual assistants like Google's Assistant and Amazon's Alexa, which I'm going to call Madam A from now on these videos, like the guys on the Internet of Things podcast. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they have true automation with the tie-ins of all the manufacturers making these devices and the intelligence, the artificial intelligence they've created on these systems, the conversations you can have with things like the Google and the Amazon Echo, the way you can speak to them and they can speak back. It's just, that's one interface you've now got where you can just speak naturally and they will naturally understand what you're saying, and they're going off and they're switching on. So that's another form of remote control, but then they're adding routines into it. And now imagine, I mean, this sheer amount of data they have. So, I mean, they're your primary internet search source. They're your calendar, where you store all the information about what you're doing. They're your shopping site, where you buy pretty much everything. They're your navigation tool, how you actually get from A to B, how you get to work every day. They're your TV and internet, your TV and entertainment packages. They're what you watch, what you listen to, the podcasts you listen to, the radios, and all of this. They've got the data for already about your usage and everything. Now take that. So that's the soft data and everything. Now take the hardware, which is the house you live in. Like the light switches, smart light switches, smart light bulbs, heating systems, leak detection, the energy consumption monitors, presence detection, and things like CCTV and home security. So imagine all that, take those, put them together. So the sensors in your home now are feeding it even more information about you, about how you live your life. You can tell, when you go out, when you come back, and adding all this data to it, it's just going to, educate them more and more. I mean, okay, just imagine like this is a scenario for a smart home, for you, an actual automated smart home. Like you wake up in the morning at 7 o'clock and you walk to the toilet. The lights have been turned nice and low for you because you just woke up and you don't want to blur and a bright light, so it's all nice and low. Go to the toilet, self-flushing. You then leave the room, walk into the kitchen where you've got a coffee, your favourite coffee, how you like it, brewed and waiting for you. And then you have your morning coffee, you have your breakfast and everything. The cat has been fed from the cat feeder. It's noticed that there's no food in it, so it's released the food and the water, and it's fed your cat for you. The dishwasher and the washing machine, everything's been done. It's sent you a note. In fact, after CES this year, you can get a laundry folding machine, so it can do all your folding for you as well. And walk back through to the bathroom when you jump in the shower, which has been turned on for you, preheated to exactly how you like it. The towel rail is turned on, and heat the towel in the bathroom to just how you like it. You go in, all your important messages have popped up on your smart mirror, so you can find out what the news of the day is, and any emails, and your calendar, what you've got to do for the day. And actually, there's heavy traffic on the way to work today, so actually it's not 7 o'clock, it's 6:45 in the morning you got woken up, because it knows it's going to take you longer to get in today, and it knows when you've got to be there, so it's worked its way back from that, and it's got you up. So you've not interacted with it at all. It's changed all those other automations to fit in with your schedule. So that's something that these can do today, and they don't cost thousands and thousands of pounds. This can be done for a few £100. Another one. I mean, that's the early adopter stuff. That's the fun things and the convenient things. But one of the other things that's really going to push the adoption of smart homes and things like that is things like things are going to save you money, basically. So you've got light switches everywhere that turn the lights down. So they turn them off when you're not around, but also when the house is light enough, is ambient light sensors, so it doesn't turn the lights on. It makes sure they're off until it actually gets dark and you require them. And then when it is dark, it keeps the light at a low level, so that it actually saves you money, because like the same way heating, you want it at 21 degrees, but actually 18 degrees will save you a lot more money in the long run, and it's comfortable. The smart thermostats, things like Nest, which actually learns your behaviour and everything that you're doing. So take one of those. They will save you money. I mean, we've got a hive, and we're saving about £15–20 a month at the minute. So it's going to have paid for itself within a year of installing it. So every year after that is free money, basically. So the energy monitor we have is Your Loop, and it monitors. Gives you a breakdown of everything you're using, so you can actually see the actual costs of electricity or gas, so what you're using to heat your house, or power all the lighting, all the devices and that at any one time, and you can see spikes, and you can actually work out your patterns of usage. Now if you feed that data into the personal assistants and stuff, it's going to have an even bigger, and it's going to have a much more informed idea of what you do. And this is all great. But this involves giving all your information to Google, Amazon. I'm sure Apple's going to get much more involved with this with its HomeKit system. Currently, it's not really, certainly in Europe, it's not a massive thing. But there's one system, which is Home Assistant, which I'm in the process of setting up here, which is a similar sort of thing where you can pull together pretty much every smart device we have and take the data, and we can then analyse and do things with it there, so do some data science there. But instead of sending it to the cloud, so onto the internet, it literally lives in a Raspberry Pi behind that wall there. So it never goes anywhere. It's my data, it's my information, I can do with it what I want. And I think if other people got to do that, realise that you don't have to surrender all this information to these big companies, because people are getting wary of big companies getting all their information. If you realise that actually you can own that data, that's all yours, it doesn't go off to anybody else, it stays with you, that will actually increase adoption. And at the minute, just in the last year, this software it's an open source software, anybody can develop, work on it, and anybody can download it. It doesn't cost you anything, it literally costs you a Raspberry Pi to run it on, so £30. And a lot of big learning curve, but there's lots of information, lots of tutorials out there. But anybody can then actually do what these home of the future things have been hinting at for a long time, but because we don't want to surrender so much of our personal information values to everybody. I mean, we are doing it a lot, but I think people are going to actually contract away from that because they realise that, you know, your personal data is worth a lot of money to these people, and some of the things are worth it, but others aren't. Anyway, it's just some of my thoughts. If you've got any, leave some comments below, so we can sort of continue this. I'd like to review this over time and then come back with some other, especially if anybody can teach me anything or anybody knows anything else. It'd be really good to hear what you think. I'm rambling now, so I'm going to go. Anyway, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe, and also ring the bell. I keep forgetting to say that. Ring the bell so you actually know when I'm going to release another video, which will be tomorrow currently, but you know, end of the month might not be every day anymore. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow and there'll be more of the same. I have no idea what the same is. Thanks for watching. See you later. Cheers. Bye.